Hello, everybody. Sorry about that with the amazing intro music that I had there. I had a little bit of a technical itch, i.e., I pressed the button twice. I turned it on and turned it off, sort of within one click. But there we go. Never mind. It's not the end of the world, is it? It shows that this is live and it's not perfect. Welcome. Thank you for your time. My name is Steve Mills, and I've spent over 30 years. Can you believe that? I don't look old enough, do I? But over 30 years now, helping small businesses to grow. Before that, I helped a company become the biggest sports promotion agency in the UK. And I've literally, I know this sounds very hype and so on, I've literally helped many businesses to make millions and millions of additional unforeseen pounds in income and profit. And I say that in all honesty. Not all of them. Some of them have come along to my events. Now they've gone away saying, thanks ever so much. Great event, Steve. Really enjoyed it. And done absolutely diddly squat. Done nothing at all and got no results. You know, you don't get rewards by going on seminars. You just learn new stuff that's of no value to you. Because if you don't take action, you don't get results. It's action that breeds results. I was looking the other day, you know, and I must just say, there was a program being advertised. I think it was on LinkedIn, and it said, I think the headline was something, do less marketing and make more money. Something like that. And I thought to myself, really? Really? Somebody's promoting that you do less? That's like saying, don't go to the gym as much and you'll lose weight. Or eat more food and lose weight. You know, it's just not true. You know, if you want to improve in anything, you've got to take action. You know, if you want to get better at tennis, you don't get better at tennis by practicing less. You know, you find a really good coach, somebody to help you. You work on the things that you're strong at as well as the things that you're weak at. And you get better and better each day, slowly but surely, over time. So today's not about, you know, I'm going to give you this whiz-bang great idea that you're going to go away with and all of a sudden overnight become a millionaire. That's not how marketing works in my experience. It's about what you're going to do consistently over the next year to go from wherever you are right now to growing. Let's say, I don't know, if I said, let's take an example of a typical client of mine. Most of my clients grow between 50 and 100% in 12 months. If you sign up to my results mastermind group, you can expect a 50%, minimum of 50% growth in your business in the next 12 months. Now, whatever you're turning over, if you're turning over 50 grand, 100 grand or 100 million, you're probably not going to do that if you're turning over 100 million, by the way. I don't guarantee that. But I don't work with businesses turning over 100 million. But if you're turning over 500,000, you know, my goal would be to help you to get to 750 or perhaps 1 million. If you're turning over, perhaps you're a one-person business, turning over 50 to 100 grand, you know, the same is true, at least 50% growth. And I say that whilst a lot of people think, oh, that's, you know, that's big, that's a lot of improvement. It's not really when you think about the actions that you're currently taking in terms of marketing. Because if you're like 99% of the businesses that I see, the businesses that I work with, chances are you're not doing very much marketing. You're just not doing enough. You know, let me ask you a couple of questions. How much time, money and effort have you spent on search engine optimization in the last month? How much time, money and effort have you spent doing sales training in the last year, even in 2025? How much time, money and effort did you spend? Now, just to give you some perspective, I do sales training every day. Every day, 7 to 7:30 is sales training. Okay. Now I say that not to impress you, but just to impress upon you that anybody who's a professional at something commits to it. You know, back in my days, some of you may know, I used to play table tennis at international level. I started playing when I was 13 and I took a day off when I was 18. Literally 365 days a year, including Christmas, you name it. I played every day without fail. And that's what got me good, because I wasn't that talented, but I was reasonably talented. I was very quick and I practiced like a man possessed. And that got me good. So, you know, that's the real key. Not suggesting you have to never take a day off and do your marketing 7 days a week. But what I am suggesting is that we really build a plan. And that's a real key. And I want to help you to do that today. And you're going to have to take some action if you're going to make this a success. Now, let me just clarify a couple of things here. Firstly, let me just move over here. I'm going to just flick on a couple of things here. Q&A. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat, okay? And I'll try and get round to answering those. Another one here at the bottom. If you're interested in finding out about some other stuff that I do, by all means, set up a meeting with me. You can do that at my website, which is results-mastery.com. Sign up to my podcast is free. You can use my AI advisor, which is built on ChatGPT. That would be definitely a really big bonus for you there. So you might want to think about that. Let me just go back to where I was in terms of the website, showing you that, and then we can carry on. So we've decided we're going to get a marketing plan, and there's loads of ways you can do this. You know, you could go to somebody like me and or to me and ask me to write you a marketing plan, and I can spend many days, probably several days, and I can charge you probably somewhere in the region of £1,500 to write you a marketing plan, and then to discuss that plan with you in a meeting and help you to kick things off. I could do that. And that's, you know, one way of doing it. And, you know, with budgets and all that sort of stuff, that is probably, arguably, the best way of doing it. I'll find somebody who's a real expert, been doing it for over 30 years, knows his stuff, and get them to do it for you. That's certainly one way. Another way, you could do it yourself. You could probably find a template somewhere and go and do it. Another way, you could go and sign up to my AI advisor, the Results Mastery AI advisor, built on ChatGPT, and you could ask it to produce a marketing plan for you. And it would do that, and that's a good thing. But today I'm not talking about any of those things. What I'm really talking about is, firstly, what I want you to do, the first action that I'm going to recommend that you take, is to write down a list of 30 things within your marketing that need improving. Now, you could go to my AI or to ChatGPT and ask it a question, something along the lines of, from what you know about me, my business, and my website, can you recommend the best or the most important profit producing actions that I need to take in order to grow my business? And it will come up with a plan for you for 30 days, 30 different things. Having said that, what I'd do if I was you is I'd write down those things, and then, or maybe get to like at least 20 of them, right? 20 actions that you need to take, and then ask ChatGPT or my AI advisor what else you think you should be working on, and see what it comes up with. Now, let me just be clear here, because this is like so simple to do, so effective to do. But you're probably thinking, well, you know, I could have done that without you, Steve. I know that. I know you know it. But the question is, have you done it? You know, a lot of people know stuff that they don't do. And what I want to do today is to try and get you to take action, to do stuff. So let's just take one element. Let's take LinkedIn. We're all no doubt on LinkedIn. Certainly most of us will be. And I want to talk to you about what actions you could take. So it could be like day one is I'm going to improve my personal profile. Okay. Or it could be I'm going to add a banner to my personal profile if you've not got one. Think of other actions that you might need to take. I'm going to grow my database. So on day 5, it could be that I'm going to ask 100 people today to connect to me, and probably about half of them will. So you've got a database of 50 people to phone up, to email, to message, to market to. Okay. So what else could you do? You could improve your company profile. You could go on to LinkedIn and try and get some testimonials. I've always believed that what I tell you is nowhere near as powerful as what my customers tell you. If I could get my customers to say great things about how I'd help them to grow their business, then that's more powerful because it's more believable, and so on. And if you go to my website, you'll find a page full of video and written testimonials. So that's the type of thing that you need to do. You then go to your website and go, right, how can I improve the page titles on my website? If you've, for example, got a page like Our Services, can't you find anything more boring than having a page called Our Services? Remembering that the headline is the advert for the advert, and it's the advert for your website. So Our Services or About Us, nobody gives a rat's ass about you, nor me. All they care about is what you can do. That's what people want. They don't care about me. They care about how can Steve help me to make more money ultimately. And that's what I've spent 30 years working with 10,000 businesses doing. So that's really my message. It's not going to be a long video, this one. Actually, it's not. Well, it will be turned into a video, but rest assured I am live now. It's Thursday the 15th at 12 minutes past 1. So I am fully live today. I want you to build this program, right? 1 to 31. 31 actions. Some of them are going to be little actions. Some of them are going to be big actions. Some of them are going to need to be done on more than one day. Like, for example, posting on social media. You need to do that every day, come what may. But this is about what can I do to improve 31 different things within my business. And think to yourself as well, because this is an important one. What out of those 30 that I've come up with would be the most powerful in terms of getting immediate, instant success? And I'm going to give you what I consider, generally speaking, the top 4. Okay. So number 1 is harvest your low-hanging fruit. What do I mean by that? I mean, you've probably got people who were customers that have disappeared, that you've not really communicated with. You could go back to them. You've probably got leads that you haven't really followed up as effectively as you could because you've been busy and so on and so forth, and people have not got back to you. You've probably got people who bought a service, and it was a one-off thing. Like for me, for example, somebody could come on a day's marketing seminar, and that's it. They've done. That's all they were going to buy from me. But I've not really focused on marketing to them and kept in touch and so on and so forth. And I'd also then add people like people that you go networking with. When was the last time you contacted them? I've been going to networking events now, I can tell you, for 30 years. All the usual, the BNIs and the chambers of commerce and the business clubs and the this and the that. I've been going to them for 30 years. I probably do less of that now than I've ever done because I don't really need to. But certainly for the first 20 years, it was probably a weekly event at least. I speak at lots of them now. I'm the speaker that goes, which it basically increases my credibility because people are there to listen to me. Like, for example, coming up, I'm speaking at the Portsmouth Business Expo on the 5th of February. So, if you want to come there, by the way, it'd be great to see you. But if you think about all the events you've been to, let me ask you a question. How many people following the event have contacted you? How many have contacted you? You've gone to a networking event, you've had a conversation with somebody, that conversation's gone really well, you've exchanged business cards, and then a day later, an hour later, 2 weeks later, whatever it is, they've phoned you up and followed up your meeting at the networking event. So I'll tell you how many I've got. In round figures, absolutely zero. Nobody at all. Not one person has ever followed up. And it's the biggest mistake that you can make going networking. I met a guy the other day who was telling me about this networking group that he's going to. Excuse me. He was telling me how good it is. And, I really ought to attend. And it's fantastic. And he's been going there for a year now. And, he was very excited about it and trying to get me to go. And I said, okay, so how much business have you won in terms of actual cash? How much money has come into your bank as a result of going to this networking event? And you go there every week, yeah? He went, well, none, right? It's a great networking event. They haven't won any business. Why is that? It's not because networking doesn't work. It's because it hasn't worked. Whatever he's been doing, he's probably been going there, enjoying himself, talking to people, building relationships, and then doing nothing. No follow-up, no inquiries, no booking meetings. Think about what is the purpose of this? What are you going there for? So how many is that? I think that's 3, isn't it? Yeah. Doing the various follow-ups. Let me come up with one more. What's another one that I think could be big? Okay, I'm going to say to you, start following up and speaking to people on LinkedIn, physically speaking to them. You could speak to them on a video if you wanted to. It's best to speak to them in person, so phone them up. I use something called Zoom Clips to do mine. So mine might go something like, I go on there and it's a clip. It's like a little video. It's only a short one typically. So I do a Zoom. Let's say somebody connects to me. I connect to Fred Blogs on LinkedIn, and I send Fred a message, which I would always do, by the way. So it would go something like, hi, Fred, it's Steve Mills here. We just connected on LinkedIn. I thought I'd send you a quick message just to say hello, to ask you to let me know a little bit more about what you do, and I'll do the same for you. Be great to connect, and if you want to meet up, I think you know what I do, but basically I've been helping businesses now for 30 years to grow. So if you're looking to grow your business and you would like to set up a meeting, just go to my website, results-mastery.com, and set up a meeting. Other than that, let's try and connect and keep in touch and try and help each other as much as we can on LinkedIn. Many thanks for listening. And I hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Steve. Right? And send those out. Send that message out. And note, this is a personal one. It's not hello, thanks for meeting, thanks for connecting. It's hi, Fred. It's Steve Mills here. Great to connect today. Blah, blah, blah. I see you do this. I do that. That type of message. Personal, one-to-one messaging. Now, why do I say that? Well, I make about 100 grand a year from doing that, from personal messages on LinkedIn. £100,000, right? Let that just sink in a little bit. Okay, so that's why it's important. That's why I recommend you doing it. And that's just one of 30 different things. 30 different things that you're going to do Now, what you may be thinking, well, what do I do when I get to the end of it? You start again on day one and do it again and improve it again and make it even better. So if day one, tomorrow, if you're starting tomorrow, day one is improve your LinkedIn profile. You then go through 31 days and you get back to day one, which is called improve your LinkedIn profile. So you go and work on it more and get it even better and better and better and better. And that's how we get good at tennis. That's how we get good at table tennis. That's how we get fitter. That's how we get our business fitter. That's how we make more profit. That's how we improve in any single area of your life, whether that's relationships, you name it. That's how to get better, by constantly beating on your craft, working on an ongoing basis in order to grow. That's the only way I know. I hope you understand that and take that on board. If you do want to book a meeting with me, use my website. You can see it on my wall behind you. You can see it in the bottom corner, results-mastery.com. If you go there, you'll see a big gold button. And all you need to do is click that button. That gives you access to my online diary. You can book a Zoom meeting with me, and we can meet up and talk about you, your business, what you're doing in terms of marketing. I'll try and give you some tips. And I'd really love to have you join my Results Mastermind group, which is a group that of business owners that I work with on an ongoing basis, helping them to grow. It's an incredibly cost-effective program where you'll get, I'm going to say 20 times return on investment. So for every pound you spend, you'll get 20 back. How often would you like to do that? For me, I'd do it every day, wouldn't you? If you want to know more about that, just get in touch. Thanks ever so much for listening. I look forward to speaking to you on my next live stream, which will be next week. So stay tuned, keep in touch, and get that meeting booked. Thanks very much for listening.